Hi, my name is Shamash, and if this is the first video that you're watching from me, then a warm welcome to you. This post is about 5 steps to make reading a nice, joyful daily habit. So I've actually read many books over the years, and I hope you have too. But I've never really made it into a proper, consistent habit until recently. I applied my new discoveries from studying under researchers like BJ Fogg, James Clear, and Charles Duhigg all about habits, and I applied their findings, and this is what I found. So step 1, if you want to make reading a habit, is first of all decide when. I've asked myself what time of day I'd like to read. That was easy. Bedtime was my answer. So before my reading habit, I spent most evenings, to be honest, checking things like Facebook Messenger, watching YouTube videos. But the problem is, doing that at bedtime is the glaring screen from the phone. It's not really conducive to a good night's sleep. And without a good night's sleep, it's much harder to flourish in other areas of your life too. Sleep really, really matters. So if there's anything you can do to improve your sleep, then you should go for it. So for me, reading is a much healthier way to relax and fall asleep than compared to, say, watching an addictive television series. So that was step 1, deciding when. Step 2, start with reading just 1 sentence a day. I know this sounds crazy, but it really works for me. So I asked myself what would be a ridiculously small step I could definitely commit to doing on a daily basis. And for me, that tiny step would be just to read actually 1 sentence per evening. Even the thought of reading a whole page wasn't that appealing, but maybe for you that's different. I could actually read more if I wish, but the absolute minimum for me definitely was 1 sentence. So no matter how tired I am, even if I had a headache, even if I wasn't feeling that great, I can read 1 sentence. I knew that. And the idea is to make success really, really easy and failure really difficult. So that's what I did. For you can choose what is ridiculously small for you. Maybe it is a page or 2 pages. Maybe it's just 1 word, I don't know. But you decide. But make sure it's so easy for you, it almost sounds laughable. So that's the second tip. Tip number 3, place your book or maybe your ebook reader where you actually see it. So the next step is I asked myself, where would be the ideal place to leave a book so that I'd spot it? And for me, it's on my bedside table. Cues, triggers, these are the fundamental parts of creating a positive habit. So my cue was to visually be able to see the book where it would remind me of my commitment to read 1 sentence every day. And then as I clamber into bed, open up the book and read my 1 line. Yippee! And yippee is actually a key part of this. My 4th tip is to actually celebrate every time you read a sentence or every time you read your page. Habits actually only form when there's actually a reward having done the action. If there's no sense of reward or joy or fun, your brain doesn't really bother turning it into a habit. It has to be done kind of manually using your willpower. And I actually forgot about this bit. A small reward can be just as simple as smiling and saying, yes, I did it. Or even doing a little dance if you want to do that. You choose what's right for you. Fortunately, the act of reading itself very soon was rewarding in itself, and it helped it turn into a habit for me. So it was a good book. I can't remember what my first book was, but it was a good one and I enjoyed it, and it helped to form that habit. The next tip number 5, is the secret to success, which is consistency trumps quality. I reminded myself of what really matters is consistency. It's more important than quality, more important than how much you read. To read just 1 sentence every single day was the key thing. It doesn't matter if it's a sentence or a whole paragraph. The consistency keeps feeding the habit, so the habit is much more likely to keep going. And if you somehow miss a day, make sure you just do the absolute bare minimum to return back to the habit in the tiniest way possible. So they're my tips. So just to summarize, to get into the habit of reading on a daily basis, make success as easy as possible for you and make failure as hard as possible. Just take a few minutes to prepare how you're going to set this habit up, and you're much more likely to succeed and to feel good. Remember, the key thing is reading is a keystone habit. which means that it can lead to so many other great habits and positive outcomes in your life. It's a really powerful one. Once you get into the habit of reading on a daily basis, you can learn anything you wish and enjoy a flourishing life. There's books on literally every single topic you can think of. It's a wonderful habit to cultivate, and I wish you all the best in your journey to making reading a daily habit, if that's what you want to do. Thanks a lot for watching. My name is Shama Shaldina. Please like, subscribe and share with your friends if